Okay, so we're continuing our video series talking about scenario-based nurture automation. I'm Granison Shines, Chief Marketing Officer here at Direct Business Marketing. And we're doing this because we have found where our clients are dropping the ball in the marketing process, generate, capture, store, and nurture. So just to kind of recap, we're going to be talking about the process level here of our diagram. We have business, operations, process. We're going to be talking specifically about the process level and how we set up processes, internal processes, focusing on the sales and follow-up process to make sure none of your leads fall through the cracks. But not having a documented process, which most SMEs, small and medium-sized enterprises, do not have, this is where the biggest opportunity, the low-hanging fruit to close more deals, lies in this number two right here, sales and follow-up processes. So just to kind of recap on what a scenario-based marketing automation process is, it definitely helps your sales staff stay in front of potential and current clients, all your contacts in your database by putting each client and or client type into one or more scenarios. And the scenarios identify what needs to be done where they are in the process, right? So we'll talk about how we do that. So today we're going to introduce our little diagram here. This is our approach to creating these processes. We have a two-stage, six-phase approach in doing this, okay? So the first stage is the discovery stage. Now, what do we need to do here? First of all, we need to identify. That's number one, identify. Here we work with the senior executives and or other top-level sales professionals or sales performers of the organization to identify the organization's different client types, right? The client type meaning what, if they're a buyer, if they're a seller, if they're an investor, right? Those are different client types. They all have different marketing campaigns. At least they should have different marketing campaigns. The lead sources, where they come from. Are they an internet lead? Is it a referral lead? Is it a networking lead, right? We identify those lead sources, and then the sales processes for each one of those. Now, I know you have a sales process. It might not be documented, but someone is doing something in a staged approach or a phased approach in a process per se, in order to make sure that you have these client types or these lead sources all identified and you're doing something with them. But we found that by not writing this down, most organizations don't fully understand how to plug the holes on where the leads are falling out. And that's the first thing we need to do, is identify. So we're going to take this phase by phase, talking about our two stages. Again, the discovery stage, implementation stage is next, after we talk about all the discovery stuff. But the first thing is to identify. Again, here we work with top level executives or the people who own the business owners, and the top sales performers to identify certain nuances of that process. Here's my information. Give me a shout if you need to. I'm Granison Shines, Chief Marketing Officer here at Direct Business Marketing. Thank you.